the Immortal has got to be the most hilariously useless character I've ever seen in a series in recent history. Because he shouldn't be. Like, realistically, think about him as a character. You have someone who's been around since the day of cavemen. He has been so many major historical figures and had plenty of time to grow stronger via God knows what kind of training. All these government programs probably allowed him to train with anything that the resources of the world have to offer. So, he should, outside of the aliens, should be the strongest human. And on top of that, even if he wasn't capable of physically competing with the likes of a Viltrumite, he should have no excuse not to at least be the most skilled fighter outside of the Viltrumites that have been living for thousands of years. Because again, he's been around since caveman time. There should be no reason his fighting style is basically just throwing random punches with no thought behind them. This man realistically should be Batman on steroids with super strength and flight. But in reality, he's basically just a meathead with the ability to fly. Hell, this man has a worse win-loss ratio than Yamcha from Dragon Ball, and he's the butt of all jokes. Correct me if I'm wrong, using both continuities, use the comics and the TV show, has the Immortal won any fight that is not of just a random street-level thug, or not where he's having to jump them with stronger people with him? I don't think he has won a single fight on screen or on panel. He is basically a glorified meat shield, and that is still being generous, because anyone that's actually relevant in the series one-shots him. Realistically, he's probably spent more time as a severed head in terms of screen time than he has speaking actual voice lines. If this were any other series, you just give any other series with a character with the same kind of moveset and same type of powers and abilities that the Immortal has, he would realistically be the strongest thing humans have at their arsenal. Someone who's been around for thousands of years, has some of the highest intelligence, some of the best combat skill, arguably the strongest physically, and can fly all the way up to the upper atmosphere, nearly entering space. And outside of alien combatants like the Viltrumites, shouldn't be struggling. Yet in this series, you have teenagers that are also human, that are surpassing him, and that is absolutely hilarious to me. Basically meaning all his time that he has spent as a character since the time of the cavemen has been worth nothing. The Earth is literally about to be invaded and taken over, yet he is basically nothing. He is basically just a stepping stone for any alien invader worth a damn. Powerplex has used his powers as a combat state for like a week, and he has a better win-loss ratio than the Immortal. Think about that.